What's up, y'all? It's Dee, about to react to this Abbott and Preach video. It's titled, Sneako Leaves the Red Pill Community. Oh, when? Why? Let's see exactly what's happening. Let's watch.
There's a video that came out from Sneako recently. Sneako claims the red pill is dead. I'm like, this gotta be clickbait. Let's take a listen.
The whole idea of the red pill is dead. It's over. It was never even clearly defined. People would call you red pill if you were a Christian, if you were Muslim, if you were speaking about feminism, if you were manosphere, if you were an atheist in Miami with a sleeve tattoo and botted 500K followers. The red pill became this.
That was super specific. I don't know who he's shading, but it's like, if you live in Miami with a sleeve tattoo and 500 botted subscribers,
That's the specific.
That's very specific.
Like
whoever it's for knows it's for them. And whoever's like deep in this loser sphere also probably knows who it is.
It became this niche idea that anybody could latch onto for a hint of clout. Very quickly turned into a cesspool of some of the biggest leeches, weirdos, and dorks on the internet.
Is it a coincidence that he's filming on that in front of a red Tate truck?
That's a good question.
Get the truck in the back, bro.
You know what? I'll say, like, for all his faults, Sneako's probably artistically enough inclined to have chosen that on purpose. I don't think that's a mistake.
And why is it all the B-roll about the boutique behind, the massage and stuff like that? It's so weird. Is it because the red pill are dummies?
Ooh,
play it.
Okay.
But the resentment starts when so many of those people that I helped defend and all this stuff, they ended up snaking me more than any of the liberals. The people that I'm supposed to be up against ideologically have ended up showing some graciousness, have admitted that they were wrong. While the red pill influencers, they turned on me for a hint of clout, because it's not really about masculinity. Ultimately, the biggest mistake being part of the red pill manosphere wasn't really the ideology. The biggest mistake were being around people who are full of shit. If I were to ever do an apology video, it would be for being associated with these leeches. You don't need to follow this. Red pill is dead. Follow God.
Cool. I can't believe none of what that dude says. The flip-flop is real. If he was a shoe, he'd be a Crocs. Or some kind of sandal. So much that he flip-flops.
I'm paying attention, by the way.
And it's okay. Maybe he found it, but that's been his MO ever since you introduced me to that dude.
It's very important.
Mm-hmm. It's been a flippity flop. Flips more than a pancake because you benefited from that, and now it serves you it no longer serves you a purpose that you're just gonna toss it out. So now you're gonna move on to the next thing. Now it's God. You're gonna toss that out when it's gonna be out, and then it's gonna be what?
But we all knew that about him, that he grifts.
I don't know, but it sounds to me like that.
Trans surfer?
Trans.
Oh, like trend. Okay. I heard trans.
So I said it like that, but
I don't know what the sex change got to do with surfing, but that's crazy.
I did what I did, and I knew exactly what I was doing. But anyway.
From what I've seen, he's been on his religious path for the last 3-4 years, and he seems to be doing a lot of the labor. He goes, he travels for it. He spends time in prayers. He goes to meetups. He goes to mosque on a regular basis. So it seems like he just really has converted. At first, I thought he was doing the Tate thing where Tate became Muslim and then all of a sudden talking shit about Muslims and Mohammedans. But it seems like, no, he's just been very consistent. So is he flip-flopping? Sure. But I mean, what person in their early to mid-20s does it? At least now it seems like he's trying to be consistent, and he has been. So people change.
Sure. We'll see until he flips again. And if he doesn't, good.
People do change, and people have the right to, alter their mindset. But just the way that he comes across is just very inauthentic. I just feel like he purposely changes his viewpoints and his talking points based on what the current wave is. It just doesn't feel like it's natural to him. But I don't know this man. Who knows? That's just my observation from the outside looking in. But maybe he just genuinely changed his mind and he is being authentic. Who knows?
Like I'm not happy for him or whatever. I don't feel anything from that.
You know what's fascinating about all these people who came from this world and all the problems that they have with it? When you listen to the reasons why even now they're against it, like, I'll just play it back, just so you guys can hear what he said.
When so many of those people that I helped defend all this stuff, they ended up snaking me more than any of the liberals. The people that I'm supposed to be up against ideologically have ended up showing some graciousness, have admitted that they were wrong. While the red pill influencers, they turned on me for a hint of clout.
And I know this is just being around content creators now for some time, but it sounds like what the movement is about or whatever is not that important. What's more important is their personal relationships with each other, right? It doesn't really matter that they were selling poison or a lot of dumb fucking things and scams and stuff like that. What they really get outraged by, like even when you look at him, the most amount of emotion that he's shown is when he talks about the people who did him dirty.
Yeah, because it's us versus them, and now you're throwing me under the bus. Like I thought we were supposed to be a unit.
Even when he says like I have to make an apology videos, it's about associating with these people. It's like okay, fine. Well, isn't it more important that
This mob mentality is so fucking corny, and y'all are losers. You have to stand on your own 2 feet and believe in what you believe, like regardless of what anyone else believes. I feel like it's so common on the internet now to be angry at people who have different opinions than you. Look at how he's wording it. They're the opposition. It's us versus them. Why does that have to be the case just because y'all think differently? Y'all have different views. That's so stupid to me. Like, it's okay for us to have different opinions. Even if we debate, I can argue my stance, you can argue yours, and let that be that. But it doesn't have to be this, us versus them and fuck y'all. Like, that shit is so corny to me. But it's very common. Even when you're reading comments on Instagram, TikTok, anytime anybody has a different opinion, it's just like, I'm mad. And what's the common thing people say? Oh, I'm in enemy territory. That's because y'all are fucking losers. Just because people think differently, why are you considering them as an enemy? I feel like that verbiage is very telling, and it really describes the time that we're in. Even on my Patreon, like I'll be very snappy over there, by the way, because this shit gets on my nerves. I've been doing Patreon now since 2020 now, been 5 years going on 6 years, and since I've started from the beginning, like whenever I give my opinion on something, I just feel like it's always this energy from a select few people, not most. Most of them are my people, okay? I fuck with them, that's my family. But some people, infiltrate and come over there and they have this weird language and being pressed by my opinion. It's my fucking opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You can be like, oh, okay, that's how you feel. Cool. I feel this way. And that's fine. But to be like salty or mad because we don't share the same views, you are a fucking weirdo. We're not the same person. It's fine for us to think differently and have different thoughts about shit. Like, this new shit on the internet is just so lame. And it just proves how many losers lurk in these internet streets. That shit is so corny to me.
the people you're associated with may have been selling poison to the folks that are coming on, and then you also endorse them, right? It's never about the audience. It's never about the message itself or all the things that are involved with it. It's always comes back to the relationships with each other and how you make me feel. And I just think it's funny. When people have this influence, yes, it is. People have this influence, and it's never about the influence. It's always about their own relationships with each other.
They feel like it affects their influence. So when you betray me, it's because you're affecting my influence. So they're gonna throw you under the bus. Oh, you did that? Yeah, but you sound like a scam. Don't matter. He's against us. The boys club. What I meant was, even people that they talk shit about, they feel some kind of bond with.
Yeah.
And you can't betray them. You're supposed to be Oktoberfest, sauerkraut and sausage.
If I were to ever do an apology video, it would be for being associated with these leeches.
I wonder, like, when he sat across from Walter, and Walter said you had 1,000 body count, he knew he was lying. Like, you don't care about, like, when you're there, you're in it. You guys don't care that the niggas beside you are just lying, and you know they lying to their teeth, but that's your boy, so you're gonna support him.
But everybody is lying.
And also just ask, like, is that like, when you have this, like, I guess, quote-unquote loyalty at the expense of your audience, you guys not care about the scams? I just wonder about that. That's what runs through my head. Like, if you my homie, right, and you up here telling a bold-faced lie, I know you scamming, nigga, I ain't rocking with you. And I wonder how these guys know they're all full of shit, and they don't say nothing most of the time. That's what I wonder.
It doesn't matter. The message is important. If it means that you have to lie, as long as it's for the message. Remember that video? It was her girl. It wasn't Megan Fields.
This is really happening all the time. And even if it was a hoax for the sake of bringing attention to this, then I'm like, that's low-key noble. Like, I'm just...
low-key noble?
Yeah.
That's the whole low-key noble thing. If you have to lie for the cause, it don't matter. It helps.
No, I did like her when she did that Jubilee video, though. She ate them up. It was like one... I don't remember. Was it one Democrat versus Republicans? Maybe. But no, I don't think she's a Democrat. So I forgot what the title of the video was, but yeah, she ate them up. It was her versus Black Republicans. Bunch of coons.
You know what?
Not just because they're Republicans, but the things they were saying. All of them coons.
Whoa.
No more.
I gotta give you that. That's a good point.
But they kept thinking.
Yeah.
But as long as you're rolling,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
There's some other things that came up afterwards that kind of exacerbated this whole thing, so I'll just play those.
I tweeted at Tate yesterday because after years of saying he didn't want to stream on Kick because they promote gambling, after years of Tristan saying that gambling and degeneracy is ruining the West, Tate promotes his gambling website. And this is a day after he said people with the name Mohammed are ruining the West. Coming from a Muslim guy. A Muslim guy who's saying there's too many Mohammeds and then promoting a gambling link. For a long time, I'll be real with you, a lot of Muslims have been apprehensive to talk about Andrew Tate because they don't want to push him away. Because they know the influence he has, and they know that if the most famous revert leaves Islam, it's going to be very detrimental.
Well, one, it's not going to be detrimental. People really don't care because most people didn't believe it. Two, that is true that a lot of people are reluctant to say anything because they're like, he's the coolest guy. It's good for us or whatever. But, listen, I don't think it's anyone's place to say who's a real Muslim and who's not. And at the end of the day, everyone's going to have their own religious journey, so I'm not going to sit here and participate in that conversation. But there were a lot of people that were doing this whole, people to this day, who wear religion like it's a flashy coat. You get what I'm trying to say? It's
They
to
could take off.
They're not actually religious. They don't actually do any of the labor. They don't actually present themselves. They don't pray. But they just say it because it looks cool to wear a cross and it brings you certain attention. There's some people who literally will not vote for you unless they know your religious affiliation. So you can just say, I'm a Christian, and then afterwards,
I take it a bit like veganism, CrossFit. People say that they're part of those things because it looks like you have a dedication to something, and it looks like you're able to like you have discipline.
Yeah.
So they're gonna boast about that. I'm vegan. Shut up. We don't care. Go eat your tofu. Do your thing. Nobody gives a fuck. But they can't shut the hell up about that thing. I'm vegan. Oh my God, I'm vegan. The minute they find out
They make
something,
it their whole
it's their
personality.
identity because they make sacrifice. I make sacrifice, and then it becomes their whole thing. Their whole persona. The realest Muslim or whatever religion you can think about, they don't really talk about it. If you ask, they'll say it. But or else than that, they just live their life.
Yeah, especially when the guys in the male self-development area, the people who fell for the Tate thing make me laugh because you guys don't remember how this guy made his money, how he was proud of it too, scamming men. He would talk about it openly, and then these guys would turn around and be like, "No, he really cares about men being good. This nigga don't care about nothing but making fucking money." And all the guys who got scammed by him, even though y'all saw the clips and y'all ignored it, I don't feel that bad. If someone tells you they're a scammer, they tell you how they get their money, and then they do it again to you, I don't give a shit.
You see, the thing with Tate and religion, he did the same MO that he did with pimping that he did with religion.
Yeah.
He went the same way. He was talking about it, but because that became his cloak. That became who he was because it made him. I got dedication because I'm a businessman because I got this. And then he got caught doing whatever. He was under an investigation and he had to switch up. So he took the same thing with religion and he went the same way about boasting.
Pimping's trafficking, don't matter what it is. Now it's gambling. But here, listen to him himself.
And me and my brother, and eventually some staff I trained, would do all the talking. The girls were just pure, just famousers, just laughing and doing this. And they're talking ice cold hustlers. We were taking their money, all of it. And they come and say, all of it. We're milking them dry. Women haven't got a clue how to famosa do. They don't have it because they rely on their looks. They don't have any of the intellect. They have no game, nothing. There's nothing. Nah, you get a man with game and give him.
That is weird though. You as a nigga, your whole job is to talk to other men and pretend to be a woman. And this is how you making your money.
A female's body, a female avatar, we will I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans.
And you know that he had to be talking sexual to them because come on, if they giving up money, they want you to talk dirty to them. Talk to me. And he like, yeah, bring out that big, so it's like you exposing yourself, brother. I know what you was talking about. I know what you was saying.
All of it to me. Give me it all.
And I put that clip just to say this guy would openly admit how he loved to fleece dudes to make his wealth. And he was proud, he boasted about it. And you guys thought he would turn around and give a shit about y'all. So if you got scammed by this whole movement or whatever, you're the fucking idiot. Period.
I could take the same video that he did about pimping, and then you remove all that pimping stuff, and when he was talking about religion, and it's kind of the same MO that he's emulating.
Yeah.
It looks like Tate regrets becoming Muslim. And so him, after years of saying that gambling is evil, taking a gambling deal, it's just, they saw what happened last year when I had a disagreement with Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate threatened to destroy my career. Remember that? And so other people don't want the same thing to happen to them.
Sneako, I understand what you're saying, and I'm glad that you see it, but what you're describing that Tate is doing is exactly what you did. It's exactly what you did. So you went from one thing, and then you were doing some videos, and they were good at first, and then after that, you moved on to some weird videos.
I can't with Abba looking like a rich African uncle in this robe, bro.
In between, right? Disrespecting people in the street and having your kids' fan base being weird, and you're like, no, that's not what I said. And then you moved on to the red pill, and then you went to that, and we could say to you that you did the same thing as that he did, and then now you're good. You're with God and everything, and I hope it's true and everything and stuff. But what you're blaming Tate is doing, he did it before you did it. You're doing what he's doing.
That's fair. That's a fair point. I think the only saving grace is that Sneako's much younger, right? Pretty normal for someone in the early to mid 20s
Yes,
change.
you're right.
So
You're right.
I think that's the only difference. But you made a good point.
You're right. But yeah, that's what
but he goes on to say like how dorky and loserish all these men are, and I do agree. I feel like a lot of this. You're fired. Hey, we got somebody in the background. Hey, I got something to say. That's true. They are dorks. when people say the red pill is dead, I have to think a lot of that's true. I feel like a lot of the guys who were very popular back then are no longer popular today. From Tate to a lot of these other people, you don't hear about them nearly as much because they're no longer big on most of these platforms. People don't tune in for it. People don't care. Men aren't having the same appetite for it as they used to.
Maybe they realized that it was not a thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who even went this route and tried a lot of the advice that these guys were giving realized a lot of it was empty.
Like they feel like
So many dudes, I've had so many DMs from dudes. Oh, I did the whole red pill thing.
Yeah.
Like it really fucked up my relationship. My girl left me. Like now I'm in a better place, but a lot of stuff was bad for me. So this stuff, if your movement's built on saying, eventually people are going to realize they're going to move out. You understand? Think about some of the stuff that used to be said that we used to hear that was really popular over there.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, man, but I don't do shit for the express pleasure of women, man. It's a waste of time. It's way more important to protect her than to please her. Who gives a about a woman's orgasm? It's useless.
Right.
She said, right?
Wait a minute. You said who gives a... Have a woman ever had an orgasm with you when you was having sex? Do you know how that feels for you?
Yeah, but I don't. I'm not like in there like trying to like make it happen. I just like do it if it happens.
not in there at all.
Right, according to Rosie or whatever the fuck her name was, she said that she never let you hit.
My bad. My
That
bad.
is true. Only put it.
My bad. My bad. My bad.
I'll agree with you. But just remember, this used to be advice that was popular back then. Saying stuff like, oh, don't please your women, it's not really important, whatever it is, or, you know, don't live with your girl. You remember that? I gotta play this part.
You should move.
Nah, I gotta play this part.
No, I remember this.
You can read what the title says.
The 5 reasons why you shouldn't live with your girlfriend.
And this was also for your wife. So that advice also applies to your wife.
You could be the biggest, most, I guess, tallest, most masculine alpha out there. We got even our friends at Taste that live in Romania. No matter who you are, they get softer. You tend to like say, you know what? You want to stay in, watch a movie, you get some ice cream with her, take her out. Oh, wait, can we cuddle? And before you know it, time passes along and you're like, damn, I didn't go to the gym today. I didn't work on my business. You put it off tomorrow or next week. Just chill with your girl. You may say, but Fresh, I'm strong, bro. I got willpower. I could go past that shit. Well, you can for a little bit, but not forever. And it happens to everybody. No one's really safe because at some point in time, you're gonna bend the knee, no pun intended, bend the knee to her will or her way at some point. A casualty of circumstances living together, which means you become.
I already get my thoughts on this. I reacted to this whole video.
But like, you become kind of complacent because under her like spells.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna do your spell right now. Because you got me believing you speak in English, and I'm having a hard time understanding. All right, that was a little bit unnecessary. But
Very unnecessary.
But these guys are essentially telling you don't live with your... I think it's a bad idea to live with your girl, because think about this, think about that. If you think about it, the reason why it's bad is if you spend time with your girl, you're not working on the business. So essentially spending time with family, your partner is bad because you could be at the gym or you could be working.
So what do? You don't spend time with your girl. You go to the gym while your girl fucks someone else.
And
Time saving.
And this is why, like, the more these guys talk, the more they kept coming across as a bit gay. The nuclear family is the most important. Myron gets up with his girl. Why? So he can work. And she wanted kids.
Forget kids. She just wanted to fuck, maybe.
Maybe it's possible.
Bruh, people keep trying to steal my crypto. I don't know how these scammers is getting my information. Well, my number. They're not getting my account information, but they keep trying to scam me, and none of it is working anyway. Yes, Sneako, not surprised that he has pushed the red pill community away completely, because I don't think it's nearly as profitable as it was in the past. Okay, years ago you could get a lot of clout from it, a lot of attention, views, money, etc. But now people are realizing that that's a loser fucking community, so they're pushing it away as a society. Well, on the internet, because in real life I don't encounter red pill people ever, but online, you know, in the online society, I feel like most of them are just like, yeah, this is stupid. Like Abba said, some of them are saying like, yeah, this caused me issues in my personal dating life. Like, I don't want to practice this. This is stupid. So people are waking up, and now Sneako sees that it's not profitable anymore. It's not beneficial. So it makes sense that he's like, I'm good on this. So very interesting, very convenient, but whatever. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.